Now, what's up, good people? What's going on with you? And how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Baby, everybody got it on going on right now. Everybody either trying to get some groceries, trying to get the gas, trying to get the generator, trying to get some water, and looking for a place that they're gonna be. Yes, indeed. Hurricane preparedness. Are you prepared? Are you scared? Do you have some type of anxiety? Are you prepared? Because there's a couple of things that I didn't figured out. I guess this was with my old age. When somebody say, "Oh, look, just a category one," we seen what a category one can do. You don't have to worry about that. It's just a. If we got category behind it, we getting prepared. If we got category in front of it, we leaving town. And I'm trying to figure out which one you gonna do. What you gonna do when it come for you? I'm looking at a lot of social media with folks that are, trying to get their things in order. What are you doing to get yours in order? Are you leaving? Are you leaving? Are you going to say, I'm not staying for this? And is there the possibilities of there being some type of anxiety? Do you have some type of anxiety? Where you at? All right, 504-582-9422. We got to go over that. We're also going to talk about tonight. Tonight's going to be one of them nights that everybody has been looking for. What? What you talking about? Everybody been looking forward to this. Tonight is the night where you see Trump on stage and you seeing Kamala Harris on stage. It's the debates of the debates. This is like Ali and Frazier. This is going to be Holyfield and Tyson. I hope that it's not one of those things that everybody looking around and going like, this wasn't worth it. What's it going to be? Who's going to take it? And what you thinking? I want to hear from you. Let's make some predictions. What you going to see tonight? Because this going to be interesting on where or what we're going to see. Meaning, are we going to see some of these folks that are undecided make up their mind tonight? What do you think? Get in on this conversation, y'all. Don't sit back and wait for me because I want to see what your predictions are going to be. Why? And your expectations. Do you have expectations? And listening to your former president say that he did not prepare for this, that he did not prepare for this debate. This debate is interesting for him to say, we just, the best preparation is no preparation. Really? Really? That's interesting in itself. The best preparation is no preparation. That should scare everybody that's a Trumper themselves. because I think he's going to end up lying a whole lot. I think he's going to lie a whole lot. But I'm hoping that she's not going to take her time and try to fact check him on everything that he say. We'll see. We shall see. Kevin, what you say?
Hey, as always, man, thank y'all for having the conversation y'all have with the public to kind of expand our minds where we can. Look, my conversations don't change. Every time I come here, it's the exact same conversation for all the different, seemingly different problems that we talk about, but it's really the same root cause. It's about problem solving skills and how you apply principles to accomplish goals. Look, this is first of all. Let me just answer your question about Kamala versus Donald Trump. Not that it really matters beyond for the real problem, but Kamala has historically seemed like she's a rational person. She's intelligent, so I suspect that she'll do well to talk about rational facts and in relationship to competing with Donald Trump, who seems to be lawless, sociopathic, habitual liar, and con man charlatan. Horrible businessman, for that matter. Essentially just criminal. So this really is a bigger indictment. Well, it's not really an indictment. It's really a bigger exposure to the criminality of the American citizens historically, going forward into today. If this is even a choice, let us know. This lets us know about America and the citizens. Forget about the politicians, forget about the rich folks, poor folks, because it's going to take a collective to determine who our next leader going to be. Leader of the free world, the most powerful country in the history of mankind, and our choices are sociopath compared to Kamala Harris. Look, we know Kamala should do well. She's rational. She's been acting rational. But the problem is this. This is a real problem. The question is, what are we going to do in the face of this reality as it relates to our circumstances, particularly the black people, even though it really applies to everybody in America that's not in the 1% wealthy ruling class? Because they're going to be fine no matter what. Okay? In fact, we talk about international companies. We can talk about 1% of the population on the planet are multinational companies because they can live anywhere they want to because they got it like that economically. Okay? So the question is, what are we going to do? And like I say, my story is always the same. In the reality of our circumstances, our common circumstances as black people, which can apply to anybody who's not in that 1%, what are we going to do differently to navigate the reality of the world we live in so we can come out halfway decent, living a decent life for the short time we're on this planet? And if we don't do it as a group of people that pulling for the same common interests and the same common challenges, we're in trouble no matter who the president is. Don't think we had a black president and our conditions, black people conditions, hadn't changed. If it hadn't gotten worse, quite frankly, we've had a black mayor and our conditions hadn't changed if it hadn't gotten worse. Until we start taking responsibility to be accountable for following what our values are, no one is bound to respect us, whether you're black or just poor. So we got to work as a team because we operate against a team of principalities.
All right. Cool. All right, Kevin. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So tonight, so t- so tonight, I'm gonna get you for that, bro. I'm gonna get you for that. For tonight, get the popcorn. And get ready for. I think I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it's not boring. Because if it's boring and somebody doesn't put somebody in place, then we're gonna end up right where we are tomorrow today. No bumps, no nothing. And supposedly Trump loves David Muir from ABC. He agreed with him moderating. I guess he thinks he's cool and hot as an anchor. But my point will be, will there be some fact checking? But I'm hoping that there'll be not too much fact checking every time somebody opens their mouth. We shall see. All right, we got to take a break. We'll take our first break and come back with more of your telephone calls. 504-582-9422. We'll go for some of the news. We'll probably reach out for our good meteorologist, Damon Singleton, in the next hour. See, can we get him back with us and give us an update on this hurricane as well. More coming up, folks. Everybody hold tight.
Start your day off right.
Just getting your day started.
Early morning gospel on WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to school, families and scholars. NOLA Public Schools is excited to kick off another exciting year of learning, growth, and success. Our dedicated teachers have been preparing all summer to provide an engaging and enriching experience for every student. Let's embrace new challenges, celebrate achievements, and make this school year the best one yet. Stay connected with your school and NOLA PS by visiting our social media channels. Here's to a year filled with curiosity, creativity, and community. Attend today, achieve tomorrow.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana communities through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation, please visit us at www.jazzandheritage.org.
Delgado Community College offers programs in business, technology, health sciences, and the arts, with over 100 career-focused degrees and certificates that are affordable, flexible, and transferable. We can give you the knowledge and skills to succeed. Delgado is a great fit if you're starting your post-high school education, or we can help you advance or change your career. Take a step toward being unstoppable at Delgado Community College. Visit dcc.edu to learn more today.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
Hey y'all, it's Chef Bunny, and I'm the host of The Roux, where we will be discussing all things food and NOLA. You can catch me live on air Thursdays at 12:30 p.m., so check out what we'll be cooking up on WBOK 1230 a.m.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. I feel like Welcome Back Carter songs getting ready to come on. 504-582-9422. Are you prepared for the storm? Are you prepared? Is this going to be a big boomer? Is this going to be one of the ones that everybody's looking at and saying, oh my God, it said it was going to be a category 1. Is it? How you feeling about it? Are you prepared? Did you get your gas? Did you get your food? Did you get your water? I was talking to one of my guys, and he was telling me, he was like, man, I went and got me a generator. I was like, what? Went and got a generator. Did y'all go get a generator? It's interesting how we prepare for these things these days. Really interesting how we prepare for these things these days. All right, so now I was thinking more so if we do preparation and maybe give some ideas to folks about prep. You know, of course, we know you need to get your water. We know you need to get your gasoline if you're going to have to get out of town. Go ahead and top it off. We know that if you're going to stay, we probably going to go out of power. I mean, power probably going to go off. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Power probably going to go off. But what else is it that we're missing? Come on, don't we need to share this with everybody? Don't we need to share with folks something that I might have missed, that you might have missed, that we're not thinking about? What did we miss? Did we miss anything? Your sandbags. Did you get them? Did you get sandbags? I'm with Melanie on there. I want to know the status. I think they said, Melanie, if I'm not mistaken, out of the 98 pumps currently for Orleans Parish, 90 of them are working. I think they said the other 8 are in maintenance. If I'm not mistaken. But what do you do? Here's what I want to know. This is going to sound bad. But has anybody checked to make sure that there are no balloons anywhere loose? Hello? Have we been looking up? Is there a balloon? A Mylar balloon anywhere? Hello? Can y'all hear me? I'm just trying to make sure. Is there a Mylar balloon hanging from a tree? Hanging from somewhere that they had a party over the weekend? Something that looked good that had a little helium in it? Y'all know what Mylar balloons are, right? Is there a Mylar balloon hanging anywhere? Did we look up? Do you have some in your house that you think that's not going to go anywhere? Bust that puppy. Oh, that was my birthday balloon. You too old to be celebrating a birthday balloon more than a birthday date. That's it. Bust the birthday Mylar balloon. Bust it. Cut it up. But that was for my birthday, Gerard. It was such a... You gonna see a normal. I hope you do anyway. I hope you do. But let's get rid of the balloons. Lord, they had the man out there with the pothole thing, not the pothole, the vacuum thing, trying to vacuum out one of the catch basins. I felt so sorry for him because the thing was bigger than him and he couldn't control it. And David made some sense. He said, make sure you got batteries, ice, charge your portable phone chargers. You know what I don't like hearing, though? The number of people that got like a full freezer. And they talk about how the power went out. And you lose your whole freezer. All that food and gone down the drain. Saying, Miss Sandra, what is pothole? The sinkhole. Fillmore? It's on Fillmore. Here's the other thing. How many of you, after they empty your trash, how many of you go outside and bring your garbage cans back to the building, to your house? I mean, it was sitting out at the street, right? How many of you go to the street and bring that thing back to your house? Or do you just let it sit there? And the reason why I'm asking that is because with strong winds, your trash can become projectile. We don't want that either. That is important. Get your trash can. Hold on, your little pup, your little doggy, got his toys and all the stuff in the backyard. Bring that stuff up before it becomes a projectile. Bring it in. Go knock. Melanie said, go knock on your neighbor's door. Bring some of their stuff in too. Bring it in. Now, a good question that we need to have a conversation about is how many of us have some type of anxiety or PTSD whenever there is some type of form of an event in the Gulf. And they said it and turned into a hurricane. Don't matter if it's a 1, don't matter if it's a 2, don't matter if it's an invest. You have some type of anxiety and you ready to go. You ready to go. You're not ready to go. You ready to go. You ready to get out, no matter what. Is that Katrina anxiety? Because I remember when I first got here, I had no idea what a hurricane was about and how strong they were. And everybody was like, whatever, hunker down. That was the words, hunker down. Just hunker down. We ain't leaving. Hunker down. Now, somebody can say they got a thunderstorm out there, baby. We ready to go. We ready to go. But are you safe? Are you safe? Are you doing everything to make sure that you are safe if you're going to stay? Are you with somebody? Have you got your essentials? I think they say now it's 3 days for essentials for 3 days. Generator safety, because what I don't want to hear, which really hurts my heart every time I hear this, because usually during the time that we have some type of weather incident, a lot of people not paying attention and knowing that that generator needs to be at least 20 feet away from your building, away from your home. If it's going to be working, put it 20 feet from your living quarters and put it 20 feet away from not only your living quarters, but where they, those carbon monoxide poisoning fumes can't get anywhere near you. Because we always hear of somebody that didn't do it right, started up the generator, had it too close to the area where they live, and then the next thing you know, they dead, a family, a whole household, and it's usually a mother and her children. Started up that generator, had it too close, and those fumes got in the home and ended up being the death of them. We want to make sure that that doesn't happen, because it's really bad. That's some really bad stuff. That in itself makes me say, what can we do? Well, I just happen to have the answers. First of all, if you're going to buy that generator, know the operation manual, how to start it, when to put gas in it, how far it needs to be from your home. The other thing, too, is make sure that your home not only has smoke detectors, but make sure that they have carbon monoxide poisoning detectors, so that if you go to sleep, because that's one of the issues with carbon monoxide, when it gets into your house, it'll put you to sleep and you don't wake up. But if you're going to do it, make sure that you have a carbon monoxide poison detector that will sound the alarm if there's a detection of carbon monoxide in your house. We need for y'all to be here after the storm. We need to make sure that you're going to be able to tell me your stories. That trash can become a projectile. Make sure that it is, secured somewhere. Put it inside, put it on the side of the building, wherever, but secure it, because it can become a projectile. And then the other thing that I tell you is, anxiety, PTSD from anybody that's going through this type of weather event is real. It is real. I say it's real just because I can remember the days when you talked about going, or somebody said, I'm leaving, I'm getting away from here. And everybody would look at you like, what? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why are you leaving? Then after Hurricane Katrina, the storm, everybody was like, I'm not staying. See you later, alligator. I'm out. If you are leaving, try to check those prices of hotel rooms. If you get ready to go get a hotel room. If you're not going to stay with one of your family members or something like that, you better check them prices of them hotel rooms, because there are a couple of places, I think, now it's just my personal opinion, I ain't calling nobody's name out, I think that they gouging already. I was looking at plane tickets, Jazz, because this weekend in North Carolina, they got my 40th anniversary of my class reunion. And I was looking at plane tickets. Plane ticket that usually costs me about $200-300. And those plane tickets started at $650 leaving out of New Orleans International. I was like, hold on a minute. I need to go on Bourbon Street for a little while and work it. Give me some money, bro. I wish everybody could see you. I need to go work it. I need to go work it. Go give me some money so I can get that plane ticket. What's your name? What's your stage name? Caramel.
I think it'll be more like
Doo-doo brown.
no, more like Cheez-Its.
That's orange.
Yeah,
I ain't orange.
almost.
What?
Almost.
You think I'm almost orange?
Almost.
No, that would be your former president.
Yeah, we not too far off.
No, bro, we ain't orange.
We not.
No, no. I will not put myself in. I don't care where. You can hold that thing up and put it in front of the camera. No, sir. That Negro said orange. That might be one of your cousins. Let me see. No, that's one of your cousins. That boy, eh?
I'm saying.
I'm
saying.
No, sir. We are nowhere close. I will not accept that at all. I don't care how you look at him. You can look at him. No, sir. Nowhere close. I'm just basically trying to make sure that everybody. They done threw my whole game off. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying? I'm just trying to make sure that everybody gonna be safe. And then, do you get anxiety with this? You don't?
Nah.
You've been here long enough.
Yeah.
So.
I've been here long enough. I've stayed for enough, and I've ran for enough.
I got anxiety when I first moved here.
Yeah, which is totally understandable.
I had never heard of, wanted to be in, been around a hurricane. And I had never seen winds that strong as far as a hurricane is concerned. So that kind of blew me over when I saw when I saw what was coming. Then I got used to it.
That's when you found out about the term hurricane party.
Yeah, we're going to get together and we're going to have us a party. For the hurricane?
Hurricane party.
Hurricane party.
It's a thing.
And then there was Katrina. All that went out the window.
Yeah.
Then here come the anxiety. So now when a lot of folks start talking about hurricanes, the first thing you hear out their mouth is, I'm out of here. See y'all later. No matter what category it is. Now tell me what you think about this. I think today's category 1 is a lot stronger than yesterday's category 1. Like when we said category 1 before, we just thought some high winds, had some, you had some gusts. Now when you hear category 1, you're hearing the damage. So I think that today's category 1 is a lot stronger. They may say that, well, it's still the one seeing same wind speeds.
You know what I think?
I think the gusts are what would really get me.
I think it's kind of what you say, but I don't think it's the hurricanes that's different. I think it's the structures that's different. They're not built the same anymore.
I think
so. The damage is.
But you're talking about structures that's been up for years.
Yeah, but I'm saying the new damage, like the percentage of damage that's done to.
I just think that
entire city.
The storm surge is a whole lot stronger. And then, so let me throw one in your category. I'm gonna put one in your category. I do think that the structures that they build to be supposedly hurricane strength, you can't stop Mother Nature.
Nah, they did like what they did with the projects. Like the projects was perfectly good. Like
them buildings ain't gonna nowhere.
Sound structure,
right?
Yeah, they wasn't. They probably had to put extra effort tearing them down.
If you took one of those buildings and set it right beside one of the buildings that were built a little bit earlier, you would see the side of that building that was not in the same structure as the projects. Probably the half of the side would be off. You would see bricks on the ground, but not those buildings, not those projects. They still standing before they tore them down. Yep. So, what happened with the way that we built then compared to how we built now? Is it shabby building? Or is it the materials? I mean, it could be a little bit of both. It could be a little bit of both. But I do think that you, meaning you that are listening, you that are watching, are going to be all right. I do think that some of the power going to go off. If nothing else go off, I think the power going to go off. What y'all think? 504-582-9422. I'm actually trying to, soothe out a couple of those that may be going through some type of anxiety. 504-582-9422. And I do want to make sure that you're going to be all right, because that anxiety issue ain't nothing to play with. Are you that person with the anxiety? Or are you staying? Or are you getting up out of here? Which one is you? 504-582-9422. Which one are you? Are you going to go through it? You don't want to go through it? You're out of here? Which one are you? You staying? You staying? You staying?
Yep, I absolutely have no choice.
How you have no choice? Oh, that's right. You got work. You got to work?
No.
Senior, duh. You better get in somebody's car. Go for a ride. I looked at hotel prices.
You got to be able to put in gas for that.
Oh. You can handle that. Go down there Bourbon Street. Hold that pole.
Nah, that's all right.
Don't work it.
That's all right.
What's your stage name?
Nah, that's all right.
Lockjaw.
Right. Nah.
That's your nickname. Lock.
I'm about to turn this mic off permanently.
He's gonna go join your mama.
I'm about to turn this mic off
permanently. Lockjaw's coming. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Y'all better watch out because he's got his Speedo on.
I'm just saying, if y'all see me hustling in that area, y'all better watch out because it ain't going to be on.
And he's swinging. What's he swinging? The locks. Da-da.
Yeah, you.
Da-da-da-da.
I told him, you know what? It's time for a break anyway.
Lockjaw's coming to a stage near you. What's his nickname? Shucky Ducky. And what's he saying? What's he want? Does he want you? No. He needs tips. Well, what's his stage name? Y'all be on the lookout for Lockjaw, a.k.a.
It's time.
Jazz.
It's time for a break, bro.
Go ahead on.
It's time
Lockjaw.
for a break.
All right. Work it as you go out the door.
When I found out what what does that mean?
Late nights are made for chillin', and you can do just that every Sunday night at 10 p.m. as DJ Wick brings you The Love Zone. It's the perfect way to top off your weekend with your favorite old and new school ballads. So sit back, relax, and let DJ Wick take you to the Love Zone on WBOK 1230 a.m. and on the World Wide Web at WBOK1230.com.
Every day, the RTA gets thousands of New Orleanians where they need to be. Whether you're headed downtown, the 9th Ward, or Algiers, our buses, ferries, and iconic streetcars are going your way. Rolling with the RTA is a smart way to help you save money and the environment. Download the La Pass app today to plan your ride, get real-time arrival information, or make mobile payments. Because the RTA is how New Orleans rolls.
It's no secret that in New Orleans, we love good food just as much as we love our community. So why not make groceries while supporting local food producers too? Crescent City Farmers Market hosts year-round, rain or shine, where you can buy the region's freshest in-season produce, dairy, meat, seafood, and more. Using SNAP benefits at our market is easy, and with Market Match, you can double your dollars. Yes, that's right. Swipe your EBT card and we'll match every SNAP dollar, doubling your grocery budget so you can purchase more fresh fruits, vegetables, and food-bearing plants. Check us out on social media and visit us at marketumbrella.org for dates and locations. See you at the market.
Welcome to Liberty Bank and Trust, where your financial journey transforms communities. Since 1972, our customized banking solutions power your dreams and fuel your community growth. Every dollar you invest with us circles back to empower more people, ensuring opportunities for generations. Join us at Liberty Bank. Together, we empower possibility. Visit libertybank.net to start banking with purpose. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here.
Hello, I am Bishop Fred A. Caldwell Sr., host of the Know Your Bible International radio broadcast, which is heard here on WBOK 1230 a.m. each Sunday morning at 8 o'clock a.m. So join me here for a blessing, won't you?
Greetings, WBOK family. This is Jason Clark, host of United Way and You. Be sure to tune in next Thursday at 12 p.m. when we'll be speaking with Melanie Richardson, co-founder and executive director of Training Grounds, a United Way funded partner. The topic will be the We Play, We Connect Family Resource Hub. Please tune in if you're able. Until then, we only have one life to live, so live united.
Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? AM 12:30. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m.
With Lockjaw. Sorry, bro. I got carried away. That's right.
Say, bro, I am not playing with you. You know what? See.
I like that, bro.
You ruined a good moment.
I ain't ruined it. I just added to it. Yes, indeed. All right, good people. What's going on?
What Wick said.
What?
Nothing.
What you said?
Nothing.
Mom is the hot buttered biscuit.
You know about biscuits, all right.
Your mama got you
He's showing up about some
They
biscuits.
hot and buttery.
Yeah. You know about some hot buttered biscuits too.
Look at the replay.
There you go.
Batman. I put the orange man.
504-582-9422 is the number to get in contact with us. So, several things that we got to get through. I know we got to get through this weather for this evening because tonight is supposed to kick in at least by tomorrow morning. Have you done everything that you needed to do to get yourself, your family, and everybody safe? A lot of these schools are closed. We'll try to go over that for you. And then, of course, a lot of folks tonight are preparing for this debate because tonight it's the face-off with Harris and Trump. Who do you think is going to win this thing? What do you think? Are you going to be watching? What do you want to see? What do you think? I'm looking for Mr. Elmo to give me his predictions. Mr. Elmo been on it. I'm like, Mr. Elmo need to tell me. I'm looking for Ty to give me hers because she been on it. Let me see who else been on it. Mr. Bill, what's your predictions? Everybody, what's your predictions? And then we'll be able to compare. 504-582-9422. Because like I tell you, more than likely, we need to go ahead on and get this in today because more than likely what we're going to end up doing is simulcasting the weather on tomorrow because we know that we're going to have some pretty inclement weather and we don't want to take away our, I guess, rhetoric conversations, our rhetoric for the conversations that need to be about the weather forecast and making you safe and making sure that you understand what's to come, what's here, what's available if you need some help. So that's going to be all day tomorrow. So I know that's going to happen here, but I want to make sure that at least we give our predictions of what we think for tonight and what will that look like. Because former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will face off in Philadelphia. It's in Philadelphia. And it's their first presidential debate as the latest polls show that the race for the White House remains tight with no clear leader. You can read up on the candidates and their proposals on key issues. And also the Trump campaign previewed some of the lines of the attack that Trump is likely to deploy tonight, arguing that Harris owns everything from this administration. Meanwhile, former Trump officials who are now saying that they support Harris will speak out at a press availability ahead of the debate. There will be no audience. The candidates' microphones will be muted when it is not their time to speak, and they will not be allowed to have notes. So CNN's coverage is going to start like at 3 p.m. our time, 4 p.m. Eastern. ABC's Debate Live is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8 p.m. I know a lot of folks are saying, I'm being there about 7 p.m., so that's the pre. But they're saying the debate is going to start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you're down here in the South and you on Central Time, that's 8 p.m. You'll be able to watch in the video on the CNN page as well. So they're going to be streaming it. So you'll be able to see it on CNN.com if you're not anywhere near the television. But I think that they're going to have it on just about every station. ABC, NBC, CBS, ABCDEFG, and HIJK and LMNLP. So they're going to have it simulcast on all the different stations, but, you need to check that out. And will Harris deliver a policy message? So what are you going to be looking for in this debate tonight? Are you watching? What are you looking for? What are you going to be looking for? All right, we'll put that question out there for you so that you can call in and tell us what you want to see. What are you looking for? What are you looking for both candidates? What are you looking for? 504-582-9422. All right, we got to take our break here for news, and we'll come back with your telephone calls in just a minute, y'all. There's more coming up. It's the reality check right here on WBOK.
WBOK 1230 AM New Orleans. Home of the reality check. Weekdays 1 to 4 p.m.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
I'm Mike Moore. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. It will soon be debate night in America. Former President Trump and Vice President Harris are just hours away from their first and possibly only debate, less than 2 months before the presidential election. The 90-minute event hosted by ABC News is scheduled to start at 9 p.m. That's Eastern Time. Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson is the subject of a civil suit filed Monday in Houston, Texas. The suit accuses the African-American QB of committing sexual assault and battery in a 2020 incident at a woman's apartment. Lottery players are going to be lining up today to take their shot at claiming one of the biggest Mega Millions jackpots in history. The top prize up for grabs tonight is now at least $800 million. There hasn't been a jackpot winner since early June. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Moore from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network and VINnews.com.
Celebrating hardworking teachers of New Orleans Public Schools is what we do best. Join New Schools for New Orleans, Allstate, Sugar Bowl, and Interstate New Orleans in recognizing and celebrating the Teachers of the Year at our 3rd annual New Orleans Excellence in Teaching Awards Gala. If you want to check out the awardees and the schools where they teach at, please visit Noeta, Noeta.org. You can also purchase tickets to the gala via the website too. Let's send these teachers some love for all the hard work they do with our students.
Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m. That's that. Tune into the reality check, look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? AM 12:30. That's that. Tune into the reality check, look.
All right, folks, welcome back. It is the reality check. I like that, Jazz. I like that. You did some good work. You've been working. That's all right. That's the jazz man, folks. I can tell. I can tell when they say home, partner. Yes, indeed. Our number 504-582-9422. 504-582-9422. Who's gonna win it tonight? What are you looking for in this debate? What are you looking for? And who's gonna win it? What you're looking for? And who's gonna win it? I'm thinking, that this is going to be well, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on, let me ask Miss Pamela. Miss Pamela.
How'd you know it was me? Everybody knows my number.
I already know, baby. Boom. Your number is on the bathroom wall over here, so we already knew.
Oh, baby, don't tell me that. What?
What's going on with you, dear? How you doing?
Oh, sweetheart, I'm blessed and highly regarded. How are you?
I am same. That's me. I don't know.
And hey, Jazz, I like that song. This is your friend, Miss Guacamole Chip Lady.
Yes, indeed. That's who that was. I remember you. I looked at you through the door. I was like, why you brought that guacamole up in here? I was looking at you through the window. Didn't you see me staring? I was like, if I had lasers right then, baby, you would have been in trouble. In my eyes, you would have been in trouble.
And I would have looked at you and said, I am your father.
I am your father. Look. That's all right.
About tonight, baby, I'm looking forward to it. I truly am, because I feel inside my body and soul that God has led us to this point for a reason. And I believe that Kamala is just going to mop the floor with him. He can't stand up to a second grader.
I just think that he's going to lie the entire time. He's going to lie.
It's a big lie. A big orange lie. That's all he is.
So the problem I got.
What's that?
The problem I got with that whole thing is that if he lies, she's going to spend more time trying to fact check him than discussing policy. And what her game plan, but her game plan is to discuss policy.
Right.
And if he lie, I just don't think that she's going to allow him to get away with it as a prosecutor.
Right.
Because remember, her whole temperament is a prosecutor, and her prosecutorial address is going to be more so to check that, because she doesn't want the attendees or those that are listening to know that that's not the truth. That's not the truth.
Right. I feel where you're coming from. She might do it a few times, but what she's got that she's going to lay on him, he's not going to be able to get out of it. Without lies, but he won't be able to get out of it because he doesn't know how to accept a strong woman, and on top of that, a woman of color, baby.
Now she's gonna get under her skin. She's gonna get under her skin. The true him is gonna come out.
That's right, because the truth can hurt sometimes. And I believe this. I can't say it, but anyway, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I believe that this is gonna go very well. And it's going to be a little shocking to some people. But I tell you what, it won't be shocking to the ones that got this.
So I don't think that if we are, well, let me rephrase that because you might correct me on this one too. I'm thinking, are we trying to figure out where we're headed as a nation, or are we going to be tuned in to see the gun show?
Oh, no, babe. As far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to figure out where we're headed as a nation. Now, if you take a little shootout, don't bring your knife. Don't bring your knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. How much of a gunfight is this going to be? Because they're going to be muting each other, So will he try to overtalk her with the mic muted?
So you tell me she has control over his mic and he has control over her?
No. The moderators have control of the microphones. You got a certain period of time to talk, and then your mic is muted.
Right. Well, I think she'll stay within her time. He doesn't know how. I just feel like, we're at a spot that we really need to just take a deep breath and breathe. And let God, like I told you about a week ago, peace, be still. Watch what's going to happen.
Now he's gonna lose it. He's going to lose it.
Oh, yeah. He's already losing it. He doesn't want to be there. Not want to be there.
Now, the question is, how much of a show is this really going to be?
We'll all see, but when it comes down to it, baby, what it really, really comes down to,
Yeah.
Go vote.
We shall see.
Go vote.
All righty, my
We
dear.
shall
Appreciate you
see.
much.
All right. All
Bye-bye.
right. Thank you.
All right. Be
Bye-bye.
safe. All right. Hey, welcome to the reality check. Who we got?
This is Ty.
Hey, Ty.
Hey,
What's happening with you, baby?
nothing much. Enjoying this little light rain while I can before it get heavier.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You got everything for your folks?
Yeah, I went and made sure that they had what they needed first, and then I went and got what I needed.
There
so
you
I
go.
just pulled back up at home.
All right. So make sure you got everything. Make sure that you lock down, especially like later on tonight, first thing tomorrow morning. It looks like it's gonna get bad.
Right. Yeah,
So,
I'm good.
What you thinking about tonight, though?
So I think it's going to be an interesting debate. I'm not one of those people that's there just for the popcorn to see, like you said, the gun show, so to speak. I just want to see if she's going to really be able to lay out policy, really be able to lay it out clear. And I'm not saying she's incapable of it, but I just want her to kind of silence the naysayers. You're always going to have some. I get that. But I don't want her to stoop to the character assassination part of it. He does that well on his own.
Yeah,
So if
but
she
she
could
can't
just kinda stick to-
can't let him get away with everything.
No, not everything. Not everything. Because I want some of the, we need some of Mamala to come out, a little bit.
I think she got to threaten him. I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. And
No, but I don't think he's going to be able to contain himself. It's like, he can't do it. He's like a child. He's like, a child with a temper tantrum who's used to getting everything that he wants. And the minute he hears that somebody is on him or telling him about himself or something like that, he's not going to be able to. He can't handle that. He can't. That's why I think it's going to be interesting. I think he's so nervous right now. He's probably used the bathroom several times by now.
I really don't think so. But let me tell you why I say that. Why I don't think so. Now, and this is just my own analogy. I don't think that anybody has told me this or I've figured out where to read this up. He's not taking this serious. And let me tell you why.
You don't think so?
Nope, he is not taking this serious. And I can tell anybody the reason why. He's not taking the person seriously. Think about it. You're telling me that you're getting ready to be in the last 60 days of people voting for you or not voting for you. The person who has jumped in the race to say, hey, I want them to vote for me, it's apparent to me that your mindset is you're not taking her serious because she's a woman. She's probably a black woman. You're not taking her serious, and you're not preparing. He said he's not going to prepare. He said this is something I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go in here and have all these different people coming in and trying to school me about facts and all this other stuff. I'm good. He's not even to me. He's not taking it serious.
See, now I think the flip. I think what it is that he's so narcissistic that he doesn't believe that he needs to prepare for it.
Right.
And I think so. I don't want to. For me, I wouldn't say that he doesn't take it serious. I think he's looking at it like I can say whatever I want, I can do whatever I want, and it really doesn't matter because I'm still gonna win. I think he's just that narcissistic.
Then that means you're not taking it serious.
It's gonna be
if
interesting.
you think you can do whatever you want, you're not. You want to say whatever you want. And you just that narcissistic about what? You're lying.
Right. But I mean, okay, so at the end of that, then we can look at it and say, well, for his entire presidency when he had it, he didn't take it serious. Because I mean, it's been a joke since he got in office.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, I'm just hoping that she comes and just and smiles because that irritates the hell out of him, and that's so hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it's going to be interesting. I think that this is going to be her opportunity to hush the naysayers. Of course, some of them will never admit that she, possibly did a good job or whatever. But, hey, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a hell of a showing by Kamala Harris.
I got to say this. I'm probably going to get those Kamala Harris folks to call me up and be like, well, what are you not, for her or what? And I'm going to just tell them to hang up the phone. But I have never seen that. I've seen that prosecutor side of her as a politician only one time. And that was when she was questioning the Kavanaugh, right? And she gave him, and she tripped him up. She was talking to Kavanaugh to see if he's going to be a part of the Supreme Court, and she asked him the direct prosecutor questions that really pissed him off. You know, so I'm wondering, will that type of conversation come forth? Because remember, as a prosecutor, you usually ask the questions. Tonight, you can't ask questions.
True.
So
I think it's going to be interesting as to how her team prepared her for this. Because, like you said, you're not actually in a prosecutor's role.
Nope.
Because, like you said, you're not asking questions.
You can't ask
but
questions.
There's also right. But I think it's a nuanced way to do it. And I hope that her team prepared her for that. Not to say that, this is some insurmountable task. Not to say that at all. But just to say that more or less, not even so much speaking to him, but to the American people.
Yeah.
And to do it in such a way that it comes across and it reaches to where it needs to reach.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. So your prediction is what?
My prediction is that she's going to call him out on the lies. Maybe not all of them or whatever, but I do believe, I wouldn't say what other people are going to say, she's going to wipe the floor with him, because I think that, I'm not saying that he's, any type of person to go up against where he's going to give her a run for her money. But I think that she's going to do well enough to get the reach where she needs to as far as her message is concerned. So my prediction is her convincing the American people.
So there's a new piece of information that has come out about him and his presidency, that while he was in office, that he borrowed or scammed Kim Jong-un out of $20 million while he was in office. And I'm trying to figure out, why is that information not out there?
That's very interesting, because I've never heard that one.
Right. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I'm gonna try to pull it up so that we can play it, so everybody can see it and hear it. But it said that he scammed Kim Jong-un out of $20 million while he was in the president's chair.
Wow.
And
and there you have it again. You didn't take it seriously.
Right.
Because you're doing stuff. I mean, this man, okay, that's the same way he could have just wanted war with America based on what he did.
Yep.
So, I mean, you just, it's a joke, man. And the people these backwoods people that are supporting him, it's ridiculous.
Yep. Yeah. And the number of big time corporations.
Yep.
That's scary. But I think they're just doing it for their own benefit.
I mean, I agree, but I think it's going to backfire.
Yeah.
And, when that happens, then, hey, I mean, you can blame nobody but yourself.
Yeah.
Because you decided to go on this side of the coin just because you thought that was the way that it should go. And maybe it is your views. Mm-hmm. Maybe it is. But guess what? Like I said, I believe in my heart that it's going to backfire.
Yeah. We shall see. So you think she's going to walk away with it?
Let me say one more thing, and this is to us New Orleanians and the surrounding parishes or whatever, outside of the essentials like your bread, your water, your meat, your ice chest, all of that. And please don't fill your freezers with tons of food if we lose power. Do not do that. But one other thing, don't forget about entertainment, because while you're with your families, board games, card games, anything like that, make sure you have things to entertain yourselves and your kids.
Either that, or I'll give you a Zoom link number so that you can see Jazz, doing his thing.
Leave my boy alone.
He got dancing skills. Might cost you a couple of tip dollars, but that's about it. Mm-hmm. he walked away.
Yeah, I would have too.
Be safe, my dear. Tell your folks I said be safe. We'll talk again.
All right. You be safe as well.
All right, my love. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. Graham Wallace.
Hey, my brother.
What's going on?
There's only two things that she has to deal up front with. One, fact is that she's just got to be more assertive with her economic plan. Two, straightforward with the birdie and the amnesty of all these immigration coming here. And secondly, I would remind him and use that as often as I can. You're a convicted felon, expiring for the highest office in the nation. I couldn't get a federal job as a convicted felon or get.
You couldn't drive a truck to the wharf as a convicted felon.
And here you are. I mean, a Republican ought to be ashamed. Is this the choice the bar is that low with the Republican Party? You got to get a convicted felon.
Yep.
Convicted 34 times, then rape. I mean, I would mold him down to what he is. I'll put it right there. It's the facts. It's the facts. I mean, she just got to keep up poise herself and be a good listener, filter in. Don't be too much of an interest to answer the question. Let it filter through your head, and then you come back with an answer.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to answer none of the questions.
Well, he's a liar. I mean, look, Maya Angelou say he is what he is. When he comes, that's what he is. That's what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you expect different this evening than Donald Trump?
Yeah, I just don't expect him to answer any of the questions. I think he's going to go off.
And I wouldn't try to fact check as much. I mean, you're not going to have the time. You got only 2 minutes. I mean, you'll be wasting your time trying to. You help him or you help yourself.
But I would say, if I'm getting ready to answer
what
the
you want to
question.
do. Say, look, hey, I mean, this is what my plan is. When you look at the facts, and I would ask anyone to fact check after this debate, and then you make the decision from there, and you'll find out that this Pinocchio did not lie.
But I would say after the question that if they came to me after he did not answer the question, I would make it a point to say, and then there's another reason why he did not answer the question that you just asked. But let me answer the question that you asked me. I would make that statement so that everybody will know that you didn't answer the question.
Clearly, give them an indication there's another side to that coin.
Right.
But to stay on that and continually trying to rebut him everything he said, because he's going to try to trip up with lies and pile up, tangle up, and he's going to disrespect about her name. That's all.
Talk about a race.
Hey, would you say? You got to be a big girl now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, it is what it is. You're in the arena now. You can't run. You can't hide. It is what it is. You're in a fight. Let's fight.
So you think that she's going to do all right?
I think she can do exceptionally great. I think she's polished. She's got the skill set for it. She's a prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
She knows the temperament. She can read between the lines of what he's trying to do. She's going to be able to engage with him. I just hope she don't get too aggressive with him and try to, speak more than what she can say. Just say what you got to say and shut up.
Right.
Be brief. You know what I mean?
Be brief.
There are people that's going to vote for who they want for regardless of this debate.
Mm-hmm.
Folks have already made their mind up. It's either for the right or you're for the wrong, and there's no two exceptions here.
Well, we're going to
go
see.
back to where we was or move forward. That's what we have right now. There's no other way.
All right, Ron Wallace. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Brother John.
Talk to you in a minute.
Bye-bye.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll take a break here. Yeah, I got that Kim Jong-un drops a $20 million bombshell about Trump's shocking financial scandal. I just sent that to you, JS. Let's play that when we come back. So while we're in this commercial break, make sure that you calling everybody. Tell them, boy, girl, turn on WBOK and get on their Facebook Live. Why? Because they're going to play it. We got it. We're going to play it for you next. More coming up, y'all.
Hi, this is Coach Sash for WBOK Sports. Join us every Friday night for our prep preview show, where we'll have excellent analysis, we'll talk about the matchups of the evening, and get you ready for the night's games. Every Friday night from 6 to 7 o'clock on WBOK 1230 AM.
Discover the Leah Chase School, NOLA Public School's first new direct-run traditional public school in nearly 2 decades. We offer excellence in math, science, English, and social studies, focusing on unlocking every child's potential. Every scholar receives a personal device, regular assessments, clear family communication, as well as transportation services in a nurturing, arts-inclusive environment. Secure your child's K through 5th grade slot today. Apply at enrollnolaps.com and embark upon a unique educational journey.
New Orleans Burlesque is back. The Red Light District, located on the 2nd floor of your New Orleans headquarters by Nice Guys, presents a captivating, international, award-winning burlesque experience that will leave you breathless. Indulge in the sounds of our Grammy Award-winning quartet and exceptional food pairings each and every Saturday. To purchase tickets, visit Eventbrite.com, and remember, what happens in the Red Light District stays in the Red Light District.
New Orleans, get ready for the Big Health Event, a free event presented by the Urban League of Louisiana. Come see how health and wellness can lead to life-changing results for you and your family. Don't miss the Big Health event on September 14th, sponsored by Oxner Health.
Lock it in. September 14th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Montreal Convention Center. Free for the whole family. For more details, visit urbanleague.org. Don't miss out.
Tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon to What's Growing New Orleans, hosted by Angel Vanderpool. What's Growing New Orleans is a weekly conversation about developing and growing Black businesses throughout the region. Brought to you by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, have you heard the news? First Pilgrims Baptist Church is now on WBOK 1230 a.m. Tune in every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. to hear Pastor Eugene Mitchell give you the inspiration you need for the week ahead. That's every Sunday morning, 11:30 a.m. Only on WBOK 1230 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 a.m. WBOK 1230 a.m. New Orleans. Home of the reality check. Weekdays 1 to 4 p.m.
Who brings the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m. That's that. Tune in to the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? AM 12:30. That's that. Tune in to the reality check. Look.
That's right, partner. That's right. Homie. That's my partner over there. And my homie. That's straight New Orleans, bro.
This is what we gonna have to deal with.
That's
But
no,
better
no,
than-
bro. That's straight New Orleans, bro. I love it.
I'm cool with this as long as we don't go to this
Lockjaw?
Yeah. We're not doing it.
No.
We're not doing it.
Hey, bro.
We're not doing it.
Be yourself.
We are not doing it.
Let yourself be free.
I am letting myself be me. And we are not letting ourselves
Let
do
yourself
that.
be free. Release and relate. Release, Jazz. Let yourself be free. Mm-hmm. Everybody like, no. What's going on, good people? Welcome to the reality check. So one of the things too that I'm wondering why this didn't come out. You got it? Did you get the what you call it? I'm wondering why this piece of information has not come up, and that is the Kim Jong-un financial statement, $20 million that he supposedly scammed Kim Jong-un out of. I wonder why that hasn't come up. We're gonna play it in just a minute. Let me go to Mr. Bill first. Mr. Bill?
Wow, that's the first I heard of that.
I know. Everybody's telling me that they haven't heard that. I'm like, wow.
I heard of that. I'm still trying to figure out the $2 billion Jared Kushner got from.
Where he got that from?
Yeah, how did that go down? But you'd asked several folks to call and
get their predictions.
Give their on the
debate tonight.
Debate.
Mm-hmm.
I heard one commentator say Trump may be able to hold his tongue for 15, 20 minutes, and after that, no telling. I hope that's the case. Trump has been saying she's unintelligent. He's even said dumb, I believe.
They called it dumb.
And with her experience as a district attorney and so forth, and being in a courtroom, which is basically what this could end up being, you know, the way she handles him, I think she should fare very well. But at the same time, I'm trying to get my head situated November the 6th as to who actually won the race. It's still looking like I'm still feeling 50-50.
When you say feeling 50-50, what do you mean?
Either one could come up with the with the electoral college.
Yeah. I thought you meant tonight.
No, I'm thinking tonight is the best chance that Kamala Harris can have more folks say, okay, I think I'm gonna go with Kamala Harris.
This might be her only chance.
It may be, because this may be the only debate.
Right.
It's campaigning, and and go and talk to crowds that are already in your favor anyway. It's not going to do it. So, like I said, I'll be watching. I'm going to record it in case I need to go back and say, what was that?
I think everybody should record it and go back and listen to it. After you watch it, go back and listen to it. Pay attention to it twice. Because there's going to be some naysayers that did not watch it, but they're going to be the first ones to have all the comments.
Right, exactly.
And then the afterwards, what happens with all the talking heads that are come up after the debate, whether they're for the Republicans or whether they're for the Democrats, whether they're for Trump, whether they're for Kamala. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. That's what they do. But I want to make sure that everybody pay attention to the speaking points that are coming out of this thing. And I'm wondering, is this Kim Jong-un thing going to come up about this $20 million?
First I've heard of it.
Yeah. We're going to check it. We got it. We're going to play it for you in a few minutes.
Okay, very good.
All right, my friend. Be safe here.
Thank you, sir.
I'll talk to you later. All right. And Mr. Elmo.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. I think what Harris should really press is the when he was bragging about the infrastructure bill for the country. He kept on saying he was going to do it. He didn't do it. One was how he handled the COVID situation, which was a total disaster. And thirdly, you're looking at people like us, we're working class people. He never done that for working class people, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, American, what have you. All he did was, it seems to me, made sure his family a lot of people don't even want the tip of the iceberg. A lot of people is not even focused on the foolishness that he did with foreign people in terms of his people get involved in patents and all, like with China and all. They keep on talking about China, and when his daughter got all kind of investments with patents with China. So I mean, it's very hypocritical what they say, and even with the media, not you, but it's very hypocritical what the media don't say, what they should say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm more so. Well, I'll put it this way. It's not too much more this man can tell me that I'm going to sit up there and believe. The threats that have come out in the last month, the number of people that he has said he's going to retaliate against, the fact that he said he's trying to separate himself from Project 2025, but yet in your speech over the weekend you said you're going to get rid of the educational department for the United States. Well, that is a part of Project 2025. So you're not trying to separate yourself from it. It sounds like to me you're trying to go by the playbook. The other part of that is if you got a playbook, you know whoever put it together, they're going to use it. So I'm like, you're not putting that together just to be putting it together. You're going to put it together and you're going to use it. And one of the things we discussed, I would say, in last Thursday's conversation with the young folks over at Xavier University's UC, and also Troy Carter and Delisha Boyd and Senator Duplessis and all those great folks that were on that panel, they even said Louisiana has already started implementing some of that stuff. So we're in a quagmire, and I don't think that a lot of us are paying attention. What I want us to do is to pay attention, but don't get caught up in the show. Get caught up in the policies discussion. And if there is no policy discussion from either candidate, then I'm turning the TV off. Because we keep saying about, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but we can't keep having a conversation about what the future is going to bring and you're not discussing the future. Did that make sense?
Yes, sir. Could I make one more comment?
Please.
You know what I don't understand, and I do, because I try to do research with some things I don't understand based on what I can get from the internet, computer, books, public newspapers, and whatnot. I find it so interesting. The Bushes, a Republican conservative president, and you ain't saying squat about you ain't making no position on squat. You know, I think he kind of scared to say anything. It's amazing how Trump has a lot on so-called conservative Republicans, and maybe he got something on them that we don't know because he ain't saying S-H-I-T. Now maybe he's not, because I think if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, his grandson or his one of the nephews is a leading Republican. He had a top job with the Republican Party. Maybe this is a touch close to Trump because Trump got someone to embarrass him. But, I mean, it looks like now I got to give Channing some balls, which he always did. I never liked his politics, but I got to give him some credit. He stood up and said, look, man, it ain't about being a Republican. It's about being American and standing what's right. And I got to give him some credit for that. I mean, you can't get more conservative than Dick Cheney. I mean, you can't get more Republican in terms on conservative than him. And when he said, hey, the daughter said, wait, me and my dad is voting for Harris. That says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they may have a lot of them that's scared to say. You know what I mean, brother?
Right.
I think they're scared to say.
I guess my question would be, how much weight is Cheney going to carry with the Democrats? When Cheney, number one, was one of those that the Democrats really didn't like. I can't give him a whole bunch of kudos when you didn't like his policies as well.
Well, to be honest with you, I think a lot of white folks. I hate to single white folks, but I'm being very honest with this. They conservatives and Republicans. I think they're scared of Trump. I think they were scared of him. I think they're scared what he can say to them. And I think a lot of people, we're pretty much going to say, real deal, I'm voting for Harris. You're going to say the same thing. Most Democrats will say that. I think you may have a lot of Republicans that may not want to say publicly that they're voting for Harris, but will vote for her. And I think that's what she needs to do tonight. She needs to. Most Democrats is pretty much on time in saying consistently we're gonna vote for Harris. I think you had a segment of undecided conservative Republicans, independents. They kind of scared to say, but maybe she could persuade them, and I think that she will. I think she's gonna persuade. It depends on the forum, because I don't know how that forum is, and those commentators ain't way squat. To be honest with you, look like this kid. They'll give her a hard question, because I notice every time the media. I'm not saying all the media's like that, but I was disappointed with CNN because they was bringing up to the ringer Harris on some things, and when they questioned Trump, they get scared of him. So I think it's gonna be interesting, the commentators and how the questions they're gonna ask for the American people, not themselves, or maybe the network might be scared to ask tough questions. But I hope they ask tough questions on both sides, and let's get a little clarity tonight. And I think we're gonna get that. I think this might be in my lifetime, since I've been following politics. Might be the biggest, biggest
debate
in presidential history,
Mm-hmm. We're going to see. All right. Thank you, my friend. We'll see you and be safe out here.
Look, nice talking to you, brother.
All right, Ms. Elmore. You got that? You got that thing? Let's play that. So we've been telling you, make sure that you have your Facebook Live on, because I got that Kim Jong-un piece. They called it a scam. I was like, uh-oh. It's a $20 million bombshell. They call it Trump's shocking financial scandal. Let's take a listen.
Hold on to your seats, everyone, because what we're about to dive into is nothing short of sensational. Kim Jong-un, the elusive leader of North Korea, has just set the world on fire with a claim that's as explosive as it is shocking. In a jaw-dropping revelation, Kim Jong-un has accused former President Donald Trump of a financial scandal that's straight out of a spy novel, and it involves a staggering $20 million. That's right. According to Kim Jong-un, Trump allegedly borrowed a mind-blowing $20 million from him during his presidency, all under the guise of official business. But here's the kicker. Trump reportedly never paid a single cent back. This revelation has all the makings of a blockbuster thriller, complete with accusations of betrayal and a potential international financial scandal. Kim Jong-un isn't just making idle threats. He claims to have the receipts to back up his accusations. Documents, videos, photos, you name it, he's supposedly got it all ready to show. The drama is reaching fever pitch as Kim's claims are set to shake up the political and financial landscapes. But hold your horses, because it gets even juicier. Remember when Trump was adamant about having no financial ties with North Korea or Russia? It seems those denials might be unraveling faster than you can say fake news. Enter Alvin Bragg, the relentless investigator who's now digging into allegations of illegal financial dealings involving Trump and both of these countries. Trump's response to these probes? Classic Trump, he's labeled Bragg a witch hunter and dismissed the scrutiny as a vendetta against him. And as if this soap opera couldn't get any more convoluted, rumors are swirling that Trump recently received a cool $5 million from Russia. If true, that's a plot twist that would make even the most seasoned political thriller writer envious. With Alvin Bragg reviving his lawsuit against Trump, the stage is set for a high-stakes legal battle that promises to reveal more about these shadowy financial dealings. Will Trump be held accountable, or will he continue to deflect and dodge? Only time will tell. So what do you think of this bombshell revelation? Are we witnessing the unraveling of one of the biggest financial scandals in recent history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more explosive updates. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this roller coaster ride. Stay tuned, folks. Things are about to get even wilder.
All right, there we go. $20 million. What you think? You believe him? You believe him or no? 504-582-9422. What you say, Donald? Donald.
What's that, my brother?
What's going on with you?
500 flag officers gonna come out for Harris.
500 what?
Flag officers.
Flag?
500 generals.
Oh, okay. Yes, indeed.
That's coming out for her. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like Trump is a thug, man. He's a thug.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really ain't come out that Russia backed his loans with one of them big banks, one of them German banks. You know, it didn't come out, but that's who was backing his loans. They built to build some of them build that last hotel he had. You know.
Well, remember that, but he got one in Dubai that he was putting up while he was in the presidency. He had the other one, which was put in Washington, D.C. They said a lot of the dignitaries that came to Washington, D.C. stayed at that hotel at rates that was so exorbitant. A lot of those sheiks and all of those folks, when they came, they didn't even stay in those rooms. They just booked those rooms at rates of $600, $700 a night for weeks at a time.
Them Russian monologues, they bought condos in that building too.
Yep.
You know, yeah, a lot of that stuff, man.
All that's gonna come out.
Stuff to them people, you know, and he get in there, he gonna try to tell them what to do, you know.
So I guess my question gonna be, and I know everybody gonna go, what did he just say? What's gonna be the scandal on her?
Scandal on her?
Yep.
It's a bunch of lies they're trying to sell on her.
What's gonna be it though?
You know, ain't no scandal on her. You know?
Oh, somebody gonna put one on her for something.
Well, they probably paid something. They'd already paid a black woman to say something on her. You know, You know, you always got your people take money to lie too. You know. But whoever do it, they better watch out.
Yeah.
Cause they ain't gonna be able to spend the money they got.
Yeah.
Cause they're gonna get sued. You know.
And they saying that look, the prediction is, I forgot the man's name, but he has predicted for the last 13 elections, he has predicted who's going to win the presidency. And he's been right for the last 13 years. And he has also predicted that Kamala Harris is going to win this one too. But the question is, and I guess the Divine Nine, the AKAs, they done predicted that she's gonna win too, because from what I understand, that the AKAs then went and bought up all the hotel rooms in Washington D.C. for the inauguration. I was like, wait a minute, what did they do? Said, yeah, they supposedly bought up all the hotel rooms for the inauguration in January. And that's going to be the same weekend, and that's going to be the same, that's the same day or two that they got Martin Luther King Day. Oh, bro, you know what's going to be going on in Washington, D.C.
The AKAs, they got a little money now. I'm telling you. You know, they was wondering how she got all that money, all them donations that quick, you know. But the Divine Nine is something, bro. I tell you.
Yeah. Well,
they're powerful.
They probably gonna have a stroll right there on the grounds of the White House. They're gonna have a stroll. That's probably gonna be the largest stroll that you've ever seen.
It might be a stroll of all the Divine Nine walking on the highway. Yep. Yeah. They just don't know how powerful they are. But they've been doing AKK have been doing voter registration drives for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so I had AKA did a drive at my church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the other ones too. You know, some girls in the red dresses, they're busy too.
That's the Deltas.
Always do that.
That's the Deltas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this too, because I'm kind of trying to put two and two together here. Do you think though that the voting power of I'm trying to figure out, do you think that voting power of not only the Democrats, but I would even say some Republicans that are tired of the gloom and doom are going to come out and say, we with you, and this is going to be either very tight, because they're predicting there's going to be very tight. I think it's going to be a landslide.
It might be a landslide because a lot of them Republicans are pissed off. I'm talking about them old Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anytime many of the people that worked in your administration say they would never vote for you,
right,
and walked away from you, man.
Right.
And them generals are pissed off. Okay, the generals are pissed off. Now the ones that don't act to duty, they can't say nothing. Okay, but the military is pissed off.
Right.
You know. They done heard how he talked about the military and stuff.
Mm.
And then the general that stepped down from the joint,
from the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about him and threatening his life. You know.
I could not believe that the police unions stood with Trump and said, "Hey, we're going to endorse you." The police unions. FOP, which is Fraternal Order of Police, I couldn't believe that they stood with Trump to endorse him after they saw how those police officers were being handled after January 6th. What does that say?
That says some of them are like Trump. They're racist. You know, they follow Trump kind of people. You know, they're Trump kind of people, you know. But that man don't care about nobody, and I don't see how they anybody with any sense, cause see, he don't care about nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But he ignorant though, bro. He ignorant, and he gonna come out ignorant too tonight.
You think he coming out ignorant tonight, right?
He coming out ignorant, and sister gonna put something on his behind. Okay, all right.
But how much of this is gonna be a conversation about policy?
That girl ain't no dummy. I'm telling you.
Yeah. How much is this gonna be about policy, and how much of this is gonna be about show and ignorance?
Well, she gonna have to come out with some policies, okay? You know, and she have to, and she ain't been saying a whole lot until it's time to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, this is the time to say it.
I just hope she doesn't do a whole bunch of fact checking every time they cut a mic on.
No, the fact checking is after. Okay.
She can let some of that go. She can let some of that go, but stop trying to fact check him and tell us what you gonna do.
That's what you do.
That's
Stop
it.
trying to thank him. He gonna make a fool out of himself.
Right.
You understand? He gonna let people know that he gonna try to be a dictator after he get in there. He keeps saying it.
And he keeps calling her stupid. He keeps calling her stupid and dumb.
Huh?
He keeps calling her stupid and dumb. So I think he'll find out tonight.
If people know where she went to school at.
A couple of folks have said that that they don't think that he's going to show up tonight. So we'll see.
You kidding?
No, a couple of folks are saying that he's not going to show up tonight. We'll
You
see.
really believe that?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking to myself that he should, even if he's thinking about not, he should, because he didn't open up his mouth too many times to say different things. So put your money where your mouth is.
If he don't show up, he didn't advocate his election.
We'll see.
He don't show up. She got the opportunity to talk and say everything she wants.
Right.
For an hour and a half, an hour, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
All right, Donald.
All right.
Be safe, my brother. Be safe.
All right, bye.
I'll talk to you later. All right, you got to take a break, y'all. We'll take the break here. We'll come back. Get you ready for the final hour of the reality check. And what y'all doing for the storm? What y'all doing for the storm? Y'all all right? We got more coming up. We'll take the break here.
Hi, I'm Leo Jackson, host of Sunday Gospel here every Sunday morning, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 o'clock till 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this move of God. It happens only on WBOK. You listen to all day long.
Every day, the RTA gets thousands of New Orleanians.
Discover the Leah Chase School, NOLA Public Schools' first new direct-run traditional public school in nearly 2 decades. We offer excellence in math, science, English, and social studies, focusing on unlocking every child's potential. Every scholar receives a personal device, regular assessments, clear family communication, as well as transportation services in a nurturing, arts-inclusive environment. Secure your child's K through 5th grade slot today. Apply at enrollnolaps.com and embark upon a unique educational journey.
Hey folks, it's Dr. Shepherd. You know me. I've got something special for you. Write this number down. 504-858-4696. That number is for you if you're having hair loss issues, no matter what the issue may be. It's for an all-natural ingredient formula derived by my mom, a pharmacist, in 1971. And trust me, it works. Give us a try. You can get your hands on it right now. Call 504-858-4696.
September is National Recovery Month and time to celebrate the millions of Americans in recovery. Metropolitan Human Services District wants to remind you that treatment is effective and everyone can recover. If you are looking for a recovery program and you live in the Orleans, St. Bernard, or Plaquemine,
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. I guess we can say it's a whole lot of excitement around this part, huh? Like, what's so exciting, Gerard? We got a hurricane down in the Gulf. And, of course, everybody talking about the debate tonight. So folks running around right now trying to get all their food and water and all this stuff straight because they know the power gonna go out. You know, I think that's a damn shame when you know the power gonna go out. And a category 1, you know it's gonna go out. Any betters? Any betters? I'm gonna put my money on it and say I know the power gonna go out during this little hurricane. I have no other faith. The power is going to go out. Then they're going to say, well, Gerard, you know why it went out? A telephone pole broke. No. A balloon got caught in the wind and ended up against one of those. No. There was a raccoon that was trying to run for shelter and he ran into one of the substations. No. What else was it? It was a rodent, a mylar balloon. Let me see. One of the poles broke. What's another one? Excessive flooding. So that's 4. Is it 5 things or 4? It's 4. Mylar balloons. There was a rodent that ran up in the substation. There was something else that happened. Oh, well, you know what the biggest one they said, but it's not going to happen now because I just looked it up. They have ceased doing disconnects. So you can't say you got disconnected. They have ceased doing disconnects because of the weather. Now, does that mean it's going to be that way for a while? If you ain't paid your bill, you might be okay today and you might be okay tomorrow. But come Thursday and Friday, you better get on the bill matrix and pay that online. Because they done stop disconnects today and tomorrow. But more than likely, the Thursday, Friday is coming back. And at some point, you're not going to have lights anyway. Poof. My faith is gone. And that's a damn shame. That's really pretty bad. How much money are we paying for the strengthening of the grid? How much are we paying for that? Billions? I think it's billions. But a category 1 to come in and knock that power off. Help us, Jesus. Take the wheel. Get me a bucket truck. And then they can't go up until, below 35 miles an hour? Somebody get me a bucket truck. And lift me up. And give me the gloves too. I handle that. With a coat hanger. I handle it. All right, we just about that time. We got news coming up at the top of the hour. We'll come back, have some more conversation in just a minute. You all hang tight. Don't go nowhere because we want to make sure you're safe. That's number one. Make sure you're also going to be sitting on the sofa with your popcorn, watching this debate tonight. And guess who's going to be in the building? Who? RFK Jr. is going to be there. They're saying that he's the surrogate for Trump tonight, and he's going to be there tonight. Interesting. We shall see. More coming up, y'all. News is next.
WBOK 1230 AM New Orleans. Home of the reality check. Weekdays 1 to 4 p.m.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. There's a political spotlight on Kamala Harris and Donald Trump as they prepare for what could be the only presidential debate ahead of the election. Political professor Dr. Gil Carter says voters will be watching every move, like how they approach the stage and whether or not they shake hands.
When Trump and Hillary didn't shake hands in 2016, it was kind of an old race at that point. I think this is fresh enough where some of those lines haven't quite been drawn.
A new NPR PBS News Marist poll released found 30% of registered voters said tonight's debate will help them decide who to vote for. And the entertainment industry has lost a giant. Actor James Earl Jones passed away at the age of 93. Jones was among a group of select entertainers to win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. He was most well known for being the voice of Star Wars villain Darth Vader. And that's the latest. I'm Esther Dillard from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Celebrating hardworking teachers of New Orleans Public Schools is what we do best. Join New Schools for New Orleans, Allstate, Sugar Bowl, and Integy New Orleans in recognizing and celebrating the Teachers of the Year at our 3rd annual New Orleans Excellence in Teaching Awards Gala. If you want to check out the awardees in the schools where they teach at, please visit noeta, noeta.org. You can also purchase tickets to the gala via the website too. Let's send these teachers some love for all the hard work they do with our students.
WBOK 1230 AM New Orleans. Home of the reality check. Weekdays 1 to 4 p.m.
Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? AM 12:30. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look.
All right, folks, right back at you. Right back at you. All right, our number 504-582-9422. What you say, George? You can say George. Man, turn down your radio.
I'm telling you, bro, I had just turned the radio on barely, bro.
I got in my car walking out here in the rain, and I heard you say something that caught my attention, bro.
That's
And
every
you
day.
was like, I'm feeling hopeless. I'm giving up hope. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. No. We can't have that. Not with Gerard G. Man Stevens.
I don't know where you've been, what you was listening to, because I never said I was hopeless or giving up hope. What you talking
Bro,
about?
you said something along those lines and then talk about send me a bucket truck with a wire hanger. I'll get up there and take care of
I'm
it.
talking about the Myla balloons that's going to make your power go out. Give me a bucket truck. I get up there and help you.
Bro, I'm just telling you, there was just a brief second. The words that
You're
came
gonna be
out
all
of your
right.
mouth. We couldn't have you hopeless, bro. We can't have you, not you.
Help you, Jesus.
Not you, bro. We can't have you hopeless. If you hopeless, all may be lost.
No,
bruh.
I'm saying I got money. If I was a betting man, I was going to ask the question, is your power going to go out tonight or tomorrow?
Bro, I know my power gonna go
Then
out.
you
bro. I
hopeless
live in the
too.
back of an apartment complex.
Then you hopeless too, so you know it's going to go out.
A puff of wind, a hard rain, anything called a hurricane, I'm going to be in the dark for the next 32 hours,
Yes,
bro.
indeed.
In the dark. I don't even buy meat for my refrigerator this time of year, right? I ain't trying to freeze nothing. I don't buy charcoals. I just buy some Vienna sausage and some Ritz crackers, stuff I like.
Have mercy.
That's all I do, bro. Because I know. I don't care where you live, Jefferson Parish, Orleans Parish, you know, and I know y'all have it way more treacherous because they show up out here for them people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They show up out here for them people. We got a lot of people around us, and so chances are my power is going to be restored quicker than somebody living in Orleans Parish.
Oh, I
God
love
bless
my
y'all.
area. I love my little area. My little area, they come quick. They
do come. You must live around some white people.
I heard somebody say, what do they call them? Clear people. That's
Yeah,
what.
that's it. Them clear people. That's the word.
I was like, wait a minute, what? I had never heard that before. And then they kept saying it over and over and over. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's a goodie, bro. That's a goodie. Oldie but goodie, them clear people. And that way you don't be offensive.
No, sir.
Like, I ain't worried about being offensive. But anyway, yeah, bro, I'm like, you know, it ain't no doubt what's fixing to happen around here. All that money, they tax everybody. They don't just tax Orleans Parish. They tax everybody for them new poles, new copper, new power blanks, and whatever else they charge you for. That extra money out your pocket, and then all it takes in my neighborhood where I live, bro, is a puff of wind.
I just never heard of a company that charges you to use their facilities, to use their infrastructure, charge you to turn your power on to get the service, and then you also pay for their infrastructure rebuild. I was like, wait a minute.
And you left one out, bro. You left one out.
What's that?
And we pay their shareholders dividends, bro.
Yeah.
Mad dividends. Them people like investing in this in that stock, bro, because they know they're gonna get paid. They don't care if the power go out or not. You know what? I need to buy some of that stock. I need to add some of that in my portfolio, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe that's how I get some of my money back. Buy the energy stock, so when they mess me up and raise the rates and don't turn my power on in time and charge me for extra cordage and wattage and stuff, I can get my dividend back. I can say, all right, I got it back. I got it back. That's what we got to do.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We got to get a team power, a structured buy crew together in New Orleans and buy all up energy stock so we can be their boss.
I just never heard of it before, but that's it. All right, let me get my other calls, man. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Hold on before I go, because you know I got to do this, bro, because this is sincere.
Jazz.
On my phone, on my computer, next door at my neighbor house, out here driving in the rain, because I can't talk to you on the radio. I got to talk to you on my phone. If I'm not listening to Gerard G. Man Stevens in the reality check with Jazz back there on the backboard, I'm going to miss out on some important black facts I need to know.
Stay out the dark.
That is not hyperbole. That's fact.
Stay out the dark. That's all I got to do.
Love you, bro.
All right,
Got
bro.
candles. I got a lot of candles.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
ready.
Goodbye. Yeah, yes,
Bye.
indeed. Hey, Mr. Arrow.
Yeah, I'm a good Georgia agent, and he could be a comedian in Hollywood.
He would not make it. Nope. Nope.
Oh, mercy. You know, on the television here, it's been predicting how bad it's going to be there. So I called Alicia this morning to see if everything was okay. But, you know, we're here in Los Angeles, but we have a house in Houston. An energy point, or whatever they call themselves, they called my wife and text and said, prepare for some real harsh weather. So anyway, that's what they're saying. That's what they always send a message, and like you said, the electric is probably going to be off.
Yeah, it's going to be off.
So,
no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going off.
Yeah.
You get a couple of strong winds here, we in the dark.
Yeah.
So I know it's going off.
So anyway, I thought I would holler at you, and I don't think that creep is going to show up tonight.
I know that's been a rumor that he may not show up tonight. You don't think so? Why you don't
Yeah.
think so?
He's not that bright, and when he announced he was going to make America great again, he's powered by racism, and he's dumber than I was listening to that report that you had from North Korea. He's dumber than you know. So anyway, and for him to sit and try to converse with somebody intelligent, that just can't happen. So the crap, he talks and speaks to people that are much dumber than he is. So I don't think it's going to happen. I'm waiting for it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I just don't understand too how people can. Yep, and God knows this is going to sound kind of this might sound a little crazy to folks, but and it might sound more so to the point where I'm being judgmental. But you ever been sitting and having a conversation with somebody that's not on your level, and you end up having to dumb down the conversation?
Well, let me just tell you this. When the real estate went down, and I was out on a pier down at the marina, it was a so-called white woman that was an underwriter. And we had a conversation, and we talked till it got dark. So this so-called white fella, he came out, and based on what you're talking about, and he was going to get in the conversation. And his level of what?
Understanding.
And what we were talking about, he was really, really out of place. So, so-called white men, you might not know, but they're very inferior for the most part. They're very inferior creatures. So anyway, we were having this conversation about real estate and whatnot. So this fella, he walked out. We talked till we couldn't see each other's face.
Wow.
So he came out, and he was going to get in the conversation. And so it was just like him jumping out there in the ocean without a life.
The life preserver?
Right. And had no clue. So I know exactly what you're talking about. So anyway.
So I don't think, now this has been my prediction, and then I had to really try to put in perspective, what if he doesn't show? I think that'll be the death of him. That'll be number one. Or they'll have to make up some excuse saying that he either got sick or something happened, traumatic to him. And then that the folks will believe him. But I think that he will show, but I don't think that he's going to answer David Muir's questions and is going to change change the whole mindset of those questions by having his own answers and asking or answering what he wants to talk about. And I'm wondering at that point in time, will David Muir then say, answer the question? Is that going to be his job?
Well, I wouldn't know. But I think I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. I have seen him in the flesh, and he has had opportunity, but he's a certified liar. Lying is a part of what he does. See, and the people that follow him, they are not that bright. He said that who he could kill and whatnot, and the people would still follow him. So, anyway, this should tell and show people of color, or black people, what you think.
Yeah, and
what. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard some interference. But he's really not that bright, and he opposes people that are bright. See, so what can I tell you? I hope everything goes well there, and you know the storm passes up. Like
well, what's
you
happening with
said,
y'all with all of these fires that are happening in California? What's going on?
You know they set the fires. Their own people. They set the fires. They caught one farmer that set fires, and they were talking the other day that somebody else set a fire. And that, you know, they say sometimes the lightning strikes, and then, but I've seen it on television. Different, they have set fires. See, even for insurance, they set fires. See? So anyway, the fire now this, you know, it's but they let them burn out. It's burning in the hills and whatnot, and some of these people think, you know, that they've got it made, and they worship themselves and each other. So another thing I'd like to throw in, I was down at the beach, and a nice car drives up, real nice car. They take a buggy out of the car and two big dogs. So instead of wheeling a child in a buggy, they put two dogs in a buggy. See, so and these people, they worship themselves and each other, and they can't relate to people, but they relate to dogs and animals. See, I tried to get you to come out for the memorial service for P22, and you just shunned it. You
talking about the mountain lion? The mountain lion?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed it. I just couldn't, bring myself out there to come. My feelings were too hurt at the time, so I couldn't make it.
Well, this is what they do. See, if they can't be in control of something, they have to be in control. And you can't sound nice. You have to face life at the reality that it is. So anyway, what am I saying? I don't have it. I don't have any idea what.
So tonight, you're gonna watch the debate tonight?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Your prediction is what?
My prediction is he won't show up.
You don't think he's gonna show up at all?
I don't think so. He's stupid, but he's not stupid enough to try to confront somebody that knows more than. It's like inviting somebody to a dinner party and they've defecated on themselves.
Well, you gotta remember something that he's basically put out here in the last 3 weeks that he's building a mindset to the folks that are going to pay attention to him that she's dumb. She's dumb. Yeah. She don't know what she's talking about. She's not that smart. I'm like, wow. And then on TikTok, they just
only a fool would listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
That black woman in New York.
You'd be surprised. There are plenty of fools out here, though, Mr. Harold. There's plenty of fools out here.
Oh yeah, the country.
Yeah.
The country. See, but they have nowhere to go. See, but the Negro woman in New York, the one in Atlanta, these brilliant women. See, and he has nothing to offer but a bunch of lies and crap, and he will lie without reservation. But anyway,
I just hope that she didn't get caught up in that.
Right.
I just hope that she didn't get caught up in that trying to fact check him, and just not discussing what she wants to talk about, and just fact checking him. So,
but let me tell you before I hang up, she is brilliant. And you never thought you would live to see a felon running for president. He should have been in jail a long time ago.
I agree.
Running for president of this country. So that shows you what you're up against every day.
Yeah.
A felon that should have been locked up long time ago, he's running for president.
Yeah.
So anyway, be safe.
All right.
And I'll holler at you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You're better than you know. And I'm not patronized.
I appreciate
I'll talk to you later.
All right. 504-582-9422 is the number. Y'all think you don't think he's gonna show up tonight? You think he's gonna show up tonight, Jazz? Yeah, I do too. I think he's gonna show up. I think it'd be the death of him if he doesn't. One thing that I do think it was smart, and I got to bring this up too. A lot of folks going to think that I'm wrong for saying this. They're probably going to call me and, you out your mind. I think one of the smartest moves that was made politically when we talk about the judicial system, well, there ain't supposed to be no politics, Gerard, in the judicial system. It is. And if anybody sit there and believe that, you're wrong. There's a whole bunch of politics in the judicial system. One of the smartest moves that I could tell you that I thought was interesting is the fact that the judges in these cases against Trump, instead of trying to sentence him right now, they delayed the sentencing. Well, why do you think that's smart, Gerard? Ha-ha. So let's break it down for a moment. You're talking about judges that automatically hearing that he's going to be against judges that have been his political foes, and he's going to get them if he wins, and da-da-da-da. So what do? If you're the judge, you sit back and say, we're gonna take your case and we're gonna do the sentencing later. Let you win or let you lose. Here we go. Let you win or let you lose. If you win, you're going to throw the case out anyway. You're going to have your attorney general to throw the case out anyway. If you lose, I don't have nothing to worry about with retaliation because you don't have no more political power and I can sentence you to jail. BR. And we'll see. All right, we got to take a break. We'll take a break here. We'll come back, have some more conversation, get you ready for the sports report coming up at 4 o'clock. Everybody, who tight? Some more coming up on the reality check.
That's right. It's party time each and every Sunday night at 7 p.m. on WBOK. It's the Throwback Throwdown with DJ Wick as he brings you the best in old school from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2Ks. Plus, the party goes to another level at 9 p.m. with the Throwback Throwdown Party Mix to round out the night. It's the Throwback Throwdown Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on WBOK 1230 a.m. and on the World Wide Web at WBOK1230.com.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
Mount Hermon Baptist Church Hospitality presents The New Black Wall Street, Saturday, September 21st at 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. Have a chance to introduce your products and services to a captivating audience. Calling all small business owners, food vendors, authors, body care products, wellness boutiques, clothing merchandise, and much more at Mount Hermon Baptist Church, 3512 U.S. Highway 90 in Avondale. This event is free to the public. To become a vendor or for more information, contact 504-436-8062.
Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Every Friday at noon on WBOK.
Tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon to What's Growing New Orleans, hosted by Angel Vanderpool. What's Growing New Orleans is a weekly conversation about developing and growing Black businesses throughout the region. Brought to you by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce.
Boost your savings with a CD from Home Bank. For a limited time, Home Bank is offering 5.05% annual percentage yield on a 5-month CD. If you want a longer term, take advantage of the 4.50% APY on a 9-month CD. The minimum balance for this special is just $2,500. So speak with a banker at any Home Bank location today. Home Bank, member FDIC.
Talk That NOLA Education is all about awareness. Join me, Dr. Jaquil Ross from New Schools for New Orleans, to learn about the Literacy Leader Cohort program designed for middle and high school teachers around the science of reading. Tune in for Talk That this Monday at 12:30 p.m. on 12:30 a.m.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. WBOK 1230 AM New Orleans. Home of the reality check. Weekdays 1 to 4 p.m.
Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m. That's that. Tune in to the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? AM 12:30. That's that. Tune in to the reality check. Look.
All right, partner. That's my partner. Y'all know my partner. Homie. That's right. Straight New Orleans, boy. Yes, indeed. I like that, though, JS. Thanks. That sounds good.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You put your foot in it. And a couple other body parts.
It was a little quick something, you know what I'm saying? I just threw it together this morning.
You did that. All right,
little luck was involved.
Huh?
Little luck was involved.
Luck? Nah, I know better. When you get in the studio, there ain't no luck. How long you stayed up? That's what I'm talking about. I already know. 504-582-9422. Let me go ahead and give you all the rules for tonight. So the ABC rules say, first shared with the campaigns last month largely mirror the format of CNN's presidential debate in June between Trump and President Joe Biden. The candidates' microphones were muted as their opponents spoke. It was a rule that the Biden campaign had insisted on, but something the Harris campaign had sought to change after she became a presidential candidate. The network's rules also stated that there will be no audience. The candidates will not be permitted to have written notes, and no staff can visit them during the 2 commercial breaks. And the candidates cannot ask questions of one another. I'd be asking a question, though. I would have to ask one question. You know what my question would be? Let me see. Gerard wants to ask you a question. Would that be something about the finances? Mm-mm. Would it be something about the nuclear codes? Mm-mm. Would it be something about Stormy Daniels? Nope. What would it be about Kim Jong-un? Nope. Mm-mm. Putin? Nope. Ain't nobody gonna be Putin. Get it? Ain't nobody gonna be Putin. Never mind. Well, what's your question gonna be? My question gonna be, is you crazy? Is you out your cotton picking mind? They're also going to have former Trump officials who now say that they support Harris to speak out at a press availability ahead of the debate. What? They're going to have the folks before the debate speaking out that are now going to support Harris. Those folks are going to be readily available before the break. Before they get ready to go. So I'm wondering, are they going to? I know Fox is not going to, but I wonder, will all the other networks let them speak? Should make for some interesting radio. Should make some real interesting radio. I'm talking, not you. Put some respect on my name. They're going to be loose with the facts, quick with the insults. But what about the vice president? What's she going to do? While her 2020 presidential campaign barely registered, she ended her campaign in 2019 because the first primary votes were cast. Harris did not leave a mark in one important way. On the primary debate stage in 2019, before she was his running mate or he was anywhere near the White House, Harris took over on Joe Biden, eviscerated Joe Biden. That little girl was me. The issue of policing and race were key to the 2020 Democratic primary. It says here, I do not believe that you are a racist, Harris told Biden, staring him down across the debate stage as he looked straight ahead or down at his podium. But it was hurtful, she said, that Biden would praise men like the late Senator Strom Thurmond or South Carolina and John Stennis of Mississippi, who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. Pivoting, she noted that during his long Senate career, Biden worked with these men on legislation opposed to federally mandated busing. All this came out of local school districts. There was a little girl in California who was part of that second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was Kamala Harris. Said it was a powerful moment, evidence that Harris can do on stage directly, clearly rehearsed, deployed effectively, unsparing, and said to the face of her opponent, who would later elevate her as his running mate. Will she go there tonight? Will she go there tonight? I wonder why folks are saying that they don't think that Trump's going to show. You think he's going to show?
You think they really mean like physically don't show up? Or,
yeah, he's not going to show up.
Or
No,
show up
he
mentally.
physically ain't going to show up tonight.
I think he might mentally not well, he don't mentally show
He
up.
don't show up nowhere.
Wherever he
Mentally,
goes. So
yeah.
so they dead on right with that one. But yeah,
You think he'll show up?
Yeah, I think he shows up. I don't think he's I think if he doesn't show up, that's the equivalent to
Forfeit.
Biden calling whatchamacallit, the whole mishap where he called the other president Putin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the end for Biden right there. That was the beginning of the end. If he don't show up to this, that's the beginning of the end for him.
I just think that he got to show for what you said, number one. And then number two, you have talked so much smack
that you got to show up
about this woman being dumb and ignorant. Show us how dumb and ignorant she is compared to you.
Yep. Because if you don't show up, you're going
to look dumb and ignorant.
Yeah. Like way worse than anything that could.
But I don't think that he takes it serious. Not this one. I don't think he's going to take this debate serious. All right, let's go back to Biden. When Trump said, "Hey, look, we can do this," him and Biden said, Trump sat back in a hotel room and he prepared for it. Even though he was lying, he prepared for it. Here comes Kamala Harris, and she's saying, "Let's debate, let's debate, let's debate." And what's coming out of his camp is he's not even preparing for it.
Yeah,
I just think that he's going to get his ass handed to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he's thinking. He told you 8 years ago. Grab him by the
right.
That's how he feel about women. So how you think he feel about a black woman? Man, this man is like this. I'm telling you, he is not worrying about this, and that is gonna be a problem. I mean, I say this all the time. Where you see racism, you see sexism.
Yeah.
Where you see sexism,
you see racism.
You see racism. Where you see both of them, you see homophobia. I'm just saying, it's all tied in together, brother.
This is going to be. I can't say that on air. A doo-doo show.
A kerfuffle?
No. A doo-doo show. That ain't no kerfuffle. You know what I want to call it. I want to call it a show. I guess the question is, how much of this are we going to be able to take? And I think that a lot of folks, oh God, are really overrating how she's going to try to take him down. I'll tell you why in a minute. Miss Jones? Miss Jones?
Yes.
Hey.
Hello to everybody. How y'all?
Good. How you doing?
I think pretty good. I think at some point he might walk off the stage, walk out of the debate.
Do you think he's going to leave?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Why do you think he leave?
He's told all his lies. Everything is there, and he may not be able to handle her, or quote unquote handle it, so he could handle.
So let me ask you this too, and I'm gonna kind of get this from you as a woman, and I'm trying to make this sound as least sexist as I can make it. Do you think that she's going to put on "I'm this hard, tough person" as a prosecutor act, or do you think that she's going to show a softer side of her but have her facts together? How will this be presented?
I think at some point it may be a little bit mixture.
You think it's going to be a mixture?
A little bit, because he could come out of the box, out of the wherever, crazy, and then dodging the bullets, dodging the questions.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to put that on. He may say or ask or whatever that would force her to go that way, but I don't think it's going to be all at percent, 100%, maybe 50, 35%. But not a softy for him.
So he's going to try to assault her on this border issue. I think that she's going to come back and say about this border issue is that we had a plan, and you called all of your Republican friends and asked them not to vote for it. And he's going to say, not true, not true, not true. And she's going to say, yeah, true, it's true, it's true, it's true. He's going to hit her on the border. And then the other part of this, I want to know how she's going to react when we do have that conversation about Israel and the Palestinians. Because Donald Trump's made himself perfectly clear. He said the Palestinian people should be annihilated.
Same as from World War II, huh?
And I'm thinking to myself, as much as we hear anti-Semites, you're anti-Semite, you're anti-Semite, you're anti-Semite, I haven't heard any of those folks call Donald Trump an anti-Semite, not once. They just let him say what he got to say. And I wonder why. Are they afraid of him?
It's something that's going on. I say this. We point out a lot of things, but people who are a certain age and older remember in World War, in the 50s, early 50s, when Nikita Khrushchev, the leader of Russia, at one time said, America to destroy within. I don't have to fire one shot. That was said. That was said. I remember that I was talking about it because they watched the news, they read the newspaper, shared their newspapers. And he's gotten Putin and all of these people, Russians are coming to the United States and with North Korea and China, the ones that despise, is plotting. So they had to get somebody who was hunger for power, thirst for control, and use him and brainwash him. You look at him, he's acting really unnatural. And the people who follow him, when you ask them a question, why do you follow him? All that he said, they look like they're spaced out. Something is wrong. It's warfare and in any combination, warfare. Maybe at one time he might back off. He dodges and he uses simple words. The eighth grader could express more than he can. And he's going to try to push on, but she's going to be strong. We just rather pray for hope for her and anybody who's saying, well, this and that. And I'll tell them this. Look at Ukraine. When a country gets war-torn, comes hunger, famine, disease, and everything. Look at Ukraine. And look at what Trump, who he's affiliated with. Think about it. All we have is Kamala and Walz. Now, if you want Trump, I'll gladly get some taxes together and let y'all have it with 5 states of the United States. And everybody who don't want him come from there and let him preside over you.
All right.
Just think about it, people. Just think about it because it's real. Ask anybody who's older and just look at what's happening.
Got it.
If that man got in, it would be war-torn here, and there's nowhere to run, nowhere for sanitary conditions, nowhere to get clean water. Everything, plumbing, everything is gone.
Okay.
So we have nobody but Kamala, whether you like her or not.
All right.
If you don't vote, then you're letting her in there.
Well, thank you, Ms.
Letting
Jones.
him in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Appreciate you much. Be safe here.
You too.
All righty, dear. Bye, sir. Ron. Ron?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, man.
Yeah,
how you doing?
Yeah, look, I think Trump has only 2 things that he's going to argue. I can see that right now. He's going to argue about the border situation, or argue about the U.S. pulling out of Afghanistan. Other than that, I don't see him arguing about anything else. All Kamala has to do is use her prosecutorial skills and talk about all this conviction. She doesn't have to question him. Just throw it out there just to see how he's going to respond to the prosecutorial skills, how he's going to respond to the convictions, but all the other charges that he has on himself.
Well, they can't ask questions.
No, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't have to question him. She just throw it out there and see how he responds to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just throw it out there because he's going to have to respond if she throws it out there, And she could also bring up the situation about just to see how he responds.
I'm sorry, you went out for a minute. What did you say, Ron? You said bring up the situation of what?
The January 6th situation. How he had all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw it out there just to see how he responds.
See how he responds. Yeah, I think he's gonna lose it though.
She had it on television. He has to respond correctly. It's not that she's going to question.
Yeah, I just don't think that he's going to answer any of the questions that David Muir puts to him. I just don't think he's going to answer them. I think he'll want to talk about what he wants to talk about, and I'm hoping that David Muir at that time will then say, "Please answer the question."
Right. So maybe she can just throw it out there just to see his reaction and stuff, to get under his skin, because like he gets irritated. When he's always ready to say it's it's a witch hunt and stuff like that.
You do think he's going to show up though, right?
He's got to show up. He's got to show up.
Mm-hmm. We shall see.
He might as well give up the election if he doesn't show up.
Okay.
But I think Kamala also, she has to show a strong force. Like she doesn't have to give in to him. I mean, she has to really nail him down and put the foot on him. Put the foot on his neck and stuff like this. So let the nation see he's strong.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, Ronnie. Mm-hmm. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Be safe, man.
Are you too?
All right. Interesting what folks are thinking in their analysis of what they're forecasting. You're forecasting. This is a forecast. Interesting. I do believe and I think this is better. I do believe that prosecutorial person, she's got to have to have some restraint on it. State the facts, but you don't get a chance to question him. So that's the only problem I say about the prosecutorial. As a prosecutor, how do you challenge that? How do you put that in order if you can't challenge him? If you cannot ask questions? Mm-hmm. What you say, D?
Yeah, Gerard. Hi. My way of looking at it with Mala is he's going to be relative to whatever Trump says. In other words, if he comes across a little soft-hearted, he's going to answer her questions in kind, soft-heartedly. Once he starts sticking hard, then a prosecution style is going to come out, and she's going to jump on it like crazy, like an attorney supposed to. So if he throws some softballs, she'll answer with some softballs. But once it gets down and dirty, I think she's ready to take off the gloves.
So I just don't think that we're going to end up seeing that. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you why, D, because you said something that's very pertinent to this analysis, and that is they can't ask each other questions. That's part of the rules. You have to answer the question and direct that answer to the moderator. It's not her asking him questions or him asking her. Will they stick to that? I have no idea. But I'm just saying, I just don't think that we're going to see enough, because I'd love to see the debate between the two and letting them go at it, because I believe what you just said, that prosecutorial conduct of what she has and how she acts as a prosecutor, that will come out.
I guess with the moderator directing the candidate to speak directly to him, yeah, that's going to be challenging, because I think I don't know if the
I ain't gonna talk about one though. They're gonna talk about each other.
Yeah, one of the policies is he may be talking to the moderator, but he may be looking at her.
Right.
In other words, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he may be answering the moderator's question, but in turn looking directly at her, which will get under her skin, and she say, "Okay, I can't wait till I get another question so I can answer." And she's probably going to look at him equally and put some real facts into the game versus his lies,
right.
and she's probably going to call out a lot of his lies through the moderator because she's probably going to do it tactfully also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good his memory is, but all the stuff that he's lied about over the years and even the past month, he just throws stuff out there and see what'll stick. But he's going to have facts on her side to counter everything. And that's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's drink a little wine and just enjoy
Get
the
some
show.
popcorn. Get some popcorn. Sit on the sofa.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
All right,
though.
Gerard.
I appreciate the call. Be safe.
All right.
All right, D.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. All right, we'll take the break here. We'll come back. Get you ready for the sports report coming up. Wrap this thing up for a Tuesday and get you ready for tonight. So I'm thinking what time the debate, because a lot of folks want to know what time the debate's coming on. What time it's coming on. Mostly everybody is saying that, they're going to start their pre-broadcast at 7 p.m. our time. And the debate itself will start up about 8 o'clock, which is 9 o'clock Eastern time. So 8 o'clock. But everybody's going to start up their pre and getting everybody ready and talking about the other folks and folks coming in. That's going to be probably somewhere about 7 o'clock. All right. More coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
Hey, New Orleans, Tavis Smiley here, inviting you to join me each weekday evening at 7 p.m. right here on WBOK 1230 a.m. for the Tavis Smiley Show. You can expect great guests and getting the answers you need to know. It's the Tavis Smiley Show on our new home in New Orleans, WBOK 1230 a.m.
Tavis Smiley. Ranked number 45 on the Heavy 100 list of the 100 most important radio talk show hosts in America. It's off the top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 a.m.
You know, there are some people who just light up your heart with a feeling of grace, peace, and comfort when you're in their presence. Mrs. Sybil Heidel Morial was such a person. With her recent passing, I am reminded of just how much she meant to the nation, the state, and her beloved city of New Orleans. Her quiet grace and eloquence belied her fierce resolve to wage a relentless battle in the fight for civil rights and human justice. It is well documented that she became the first African-American First Lady upon the election of her husband Dutch as the first African-American mayor of the Crescent City. But Sybil was a warrior in her own right. She fought alongside her husband as they together battled against the scions of bigotry and racial hatred. She would chronicle the death threats that she and Dutch received when he was president of the New Orleans NAACP in her memoir, Witness to Change from Jim Crow to Political Empowerment. When denied a membership in the League of Women Voters because she was African American, Mrs. Morial formed an organization to help blacks vote. She was among the first to test the anti-integration policy against blacks attempting to enroll at both Tulane and Loyola universities. Neither accepted her as a student at the time because she was African American. A lifelong educator with 2 degrees from Boston University, she successfully challenged the statute prohibiting public school teachers from being involved in any organization advocating civil rights. Inasmuch as she and Dutch were champions of the civil rights movement, Sybil was also a guiding force for family, helping Dutch raise 5 children, including Mark Morial, who would follow in his father's footsteps, also becoming mayor of New Orleans, and a daughter, Monique Morial, who is an Orleans Parish judge and was recently elected to the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals without opposition. I shall miss Mrs. Morial, seeing her face, hearing her voice, forever reminding me of the power of grace, elegance, eloquence, dignity, and quiet resolve in the face of challenge and duress. My sincere gratitude and heartfelt condolences to the Morial and Heidel families. This is Norman Robinson, Off the Top.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
September is National Recovery Month and time to celebrate the millions of Americans in recovery. Metropolitan Human Services District wants to remind you that treatment is effective and everyone can recover. If you are looking for a recovery program and you live in the Orleans, St. Bernard, or Plaquemines Parish, visit mhsdla.org or call 504-568-3130. Recovery is possible, and MHSD is here to help. Metropolitan Human Services District, where we change lives.
Hey folks, it's Dr. Shepard. You know me. I've got something special for you. Write this number down. 504-858-4696. That number is for you if you're having hair loss issues, no matter what the issue may be. It's for an all-natural ingredient formula derived by my mom, a pharmacist, in 1971. And trust me, it works. Give us a try. You can get your hands on it right now. Call 504-858-4696.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, an on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
Tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon to What's Growing New Orleans. Hosted by Angel Vanderpool, What's Growing New Orleans is a weekly conversation about developing and growing Black businesses throughout the region. Brought to you by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, WBOK listening audience. This is Pastor Robert Tanner of the Community Church of River Ridge, Louisiana, inviting you to tune in to our Sunday morning broadcast at 10 a.m. every Sunday morning right here on WBOK 1230 AM. That's Community Church with Pastor Robert Tanner every Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on WBOK 1230.
Hey, this is Ro Brown, and the Sports Report is coming up next right here on WBOK 1230 AM.
Weekdays 1 to 4 p.m.
Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? 12:30 a.m. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood, home? AM 12:30. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look.
All right, folks, welcome back. Last 5 minutes of the show here before we get out of here for a Tuesday. Tomorrow, we want everybody to be safe, so make sure that you are following all of your rules and regulations that the officials in your part of the city or state has said. With this hurricane coming in, we don't know what we're getting ready to get into. We have no idea, but it's coming. No matter how we look at it, it's coming. Whether it's a Category 1, Category 2, it doesn't matter. Be safe. That's what we want you to do. Tonight, ABC News officially announced the rules for the presidential debate, which is going to be with Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Donald Trump, noting that both candidates agreed to the format. ABC Rules has shared the campaigns largely mirror the format of CNN's presidential debate between Trump and Biden. That was in June. So here are the rules for the face-off. The candidates' microphones will be muted when their opponent speaks. There will be no audience. The candidates will not be permitted to have written notes. The staff can visit, no staff can visit them during the 2 commercial breaks. The candidates cannot ask questions of one another. Trump, according to ABC News, won a virtual coin flip to determine podium placement and order of closing statements during the debate. Trump chose to offer the last closing statement, and Harris chose the right podium position on screen. Harris's camp had lobbied for the mics to remain on during the debate for the duration. The vice president, as a former prosecutor, would be fundamentally disadvantaged by that format, which they have now, which will serve good to shield Donald Trump from direct exchanges with the vice president. We suspect this is a primary reason for his campaign's insistence on muting the microphones. The letter from the Harris campaign to the network shared part with CNN said. The network, according to the source, Familiar, offered assurances to the Harris's campaign that if there's a significant crosstalk between Harris and Trump, it may choose to turn on the mic so that the public can understand what is happening. The moderator would discourage either candidate from interrupting consistently, and the moderator would also work to explain to viewers what's going to be said. I hope they talk at each other off mic. When the conversation's off mic, you can say what you want to say. Can't nobody hear you. What? He called me what? We gonna see. And that is tonight. It's just gonna be on just about every channel. So make sure that you check it out. They are saying that everything's going to probably kick off about 7 o'clock. That's going to be a lot of the networks kicking off their pregame plan and having their commentators talking and yada, 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 yada. 8 o'clock our time, they should be on stage. All right? 8 o'clock our time. So there we go. So we shall see. Start it up about 7 o'clock and get you some popcorn. Whatever you do, safely, carefully is the way we want you to do it. Make sure that you stay out of this weather. If you can get away, get away. If you got some type of anxiety, get away. Other than that, make sure that you're doing everything that your official has stated for you to do. And be listening tomorrow for all the latest weather right here on WBOK. Y'all be safe.
Campus of Xavier University. WBOK 1230 AM. Go. And Equity Media Station.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Presidential candidates Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are prepping for their high-stakes debate in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The event has heightened importance with a new Siena College New York Times poll showing the race in a dead heat. It's likely to be their only debate before Election Day in November. A $15,000 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of suspected Kentucky freeway shooter Joseph Couch. Couch is wanted for the shooting on I-75 in Laurel County over the weekend that sent 5 people to the hospital. And finally, Delaware, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire are holding their primary elections in the final stop of the 2024 elections before November. While Democrats are likely to continue their hold in Delaware and Rhode Island over the next 2 years, this election will decide the balance of power in Washington. And that's the latest. I'm Esther Dillard on the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
WBOK 1230 AM online at WBOK1230.com.
Clap your hands, everybody, and everybody just clap your hands. 5 girls, clap your hands. 5 guys, clap your hands.
Well, if you're feeling all right and you think you're on,
somebody let me know. Will everybody in the place put a whistle in your face?
Scream it out and say, yo, hey!
You don't stop, or rock the rhythm that makes your finger pop. I said hip hop, and thanks a lot. Come on, everybody, give me what you got.
I'm gonna tell you a little story about the Sugar Hill Gang with the pow pow boogie and a big bang bang. And if you wanna rap to the Sugar Hill beat, gotta rap in the key of R.A.P. Now that is over, I'm ready to jam. Want all you people to clap your hands. Tonight we're gonna scream and shout. We're gonna turn this mother sucker out. To all of you people that are ready to jam, screaming out and say, I am somebody. Now you know you're hot. See, I met this girl and I said to her, honey, if you wanna be my baby, you got to give me money. Turned around, didn't mean no harm. I knocked her out with my vicious charm. I said, no, baby, it's not like that. You see, I'm all about making that cold cash. Started driving around, started messing with her head. The next thing you know, she wanted to go to. But to turn me on, you got to be the best. Cause I'm the Master G, I don't take no mess. Like TNT, I'm dynamite. You see, I rock your body to the early light. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll see I'm gonna check it out, girl. You're all alone, cause you just been hit by the Capricorn King. I rocked you gentle, I rocked you mean, I rocked you in and I rocked you out. You made me scream, but I made you shout. Go dang diddy dang diddy dang diddy dang diggy diggy dang diddy dang diddy dang diddy dang diggy diggy.
She is up my back, it's around my neck. Woo-ha! Got the molding check. She is up my back, it's around my neck. Woo-ha! Got the molding check.
Let's scream, let's shout, let's turn this function out and keep it on. But you don't rush, let's make this party the real cold crush. Let's scream, let's shout, let's turn this function out and keep it on. But you don't quit, let's make this party the shore.
Once upon a time, not long ago, everybody had on their radio. And then the fella came on with a groovy noise to put the wiggle in the women and girls and boys. The word got around about three cool cats who put the foot back in the pat. And let me tell you, party people, just who we be. With the help of Big Bank and the Master G. So get out, throw down, we're funk, we're bound. Hey, the Sugar Hill Gang is in your town. The baby doll.
And all you daddy
you better get ready to move your toes.
So get out,
throw down, we're funk, we're bound. Hey, the Sugar Hill Gang is in your town. The baby doll.
And all you daddy
scream it out and say, yo, hit it.
Shake it, but don't break it. Cause I know we can make it. And if you're ready to party and you're dressed to kill, somebody say Sugar Hill, Sugar Hill, Sugar Hill, Sugar Hill. And let your worries take a chill pill. You go ooh, ooh.
What you see is what you get, and you ain't seen nothing yet. I don't think I'm bad, don't box or no karate. Just an MC to put the boogie in your body. Go back and forth and back. With the Sugar Hill Gang, we take no slack. Don't wear diamond rings or drive big cars, but the people just treat us like movie stars.
You go dang diddy dang the dang the dang diggy diggy dang diddy dang the dang the dang diggy diggy dang diddy dang the dang the dang diggy diggy dang diddy dang the dang the dang diggy diggy.
It's up my back, it's around my neck. Woo-ha! Got the molar check. See, it's up my back, it's around my neck. Woo-ha! Got the molar check.
Let's scream, let's shout, let's turn this function out and keep it on. But you don't rush, let's make this party the real cold crush. Let's scream, let's shout, let's turn this function out and keep it on. But you don't quit, let's make this party the shore. Well, I'm the Master G, and I'm the best. All the ladies say my voice is rated X. I'm a touch of lightning, a taste of fire. Well, I'm the Master G, and I'm your desire. Young ladies, I said I rock the nation, cause I got my own transportation. I can rock just about any age, so let your fingers do the walk and do the yellow page. Get up,
throw down, we're funk, we're bound. Hey, the Sugar Hill Gang is in your town. The baby doll.